After the emotional finale of Season 3, fans were left with a warm yet uneasy feeling. Belly and Conrad had finally reunited in Paris, love was confessed, and the story felt like it reached its natural conclusion. But if the trailer leak is anything to go by, we were wrong. This isn't the end, it's just the beginning of a final chapter that's darker, deeper, and more complex than anything we've seen before. According to the leaked footage and insider reports, the film picks up not directly after Paris, but much later. We're talking about a major time jump. Belly and Conrad have been in a long-distance relationship for a while, and it hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. The trailer opens with Belly standing alone. Every second of the leaked "The Summer I Turned Pretty" 2026 trailer seems deliberately constructed, not just to tease the plot, but to speak. It's what's not said that leaves the strongest impression. A sideways glance. A gust of wind. A candle being snuffed out. These details aren't filler, they're clues. Symbolism has always been central to Jenny Han's storytelling, and in this film, it seems every element is laced with unspoken meaning. Let's start with the most striking recurring image in the trailer: candles. In 3 separate moments, a candle appears. First, during a quiet scene with Belly alone in her old room at the cousins' beach house. The flame flickers as she reads a letter. Then, again, at the engagement dinner, the room full of laughter and warm light, until the camera zooms in on a single candle's flame, and it goes out. Finally, at the very end of the trailer, there's a final close-up of a candle on a windowsill as rain begins to fall outside. What do the candles mean? For many fans, they symbolize hope, or more precisely, the fading of it. Belly's story has always been fueled by the bright, burning intensity of first love, but this new chapter is more fragile. The candles going out may hint at the loss of innocence, the end of a season, or perhaps even the death of a dream. After all, forever sounds romantic, until it starts to feel like a cage. Next, the weather. Every key scene shown in the trailer is marked by distinct weather. The first half is bright, warm, full of sunshine, the kind of atmosphere we associate with earlier seasons. But midway through, clouds begin to gather. By the time Conrad and Jeremiah face off outside the beach house, it's pouring. Rain, in storytelling, is rarely just rain. It washes things away. It cleanses, yes, but it also exposes. Mud rises. Truths surface. And sometimes, people break. There's also a powerful scene with Belly standing in the rain, alone, while everyone else is inside. She's soaked, motionless, holding something in her hands. Fans who slowed down the footage believe it's a ring box. But her expression? It's unreadable. Is she letting go, or holding on? Letters and paper, the persistent presence of the past. Susanna's letters are the emotional anchor of this film. What began as a quiet goodbye from a dying mother has now evolved into a haunting voice that Belly cannot escape. The trailer's use of paper, letters folded, crumpled, burned, appears again and again. In one quick flash, we see Conrad looking at a note, then throwing it into the fireplace. It's unclear if it's a letter from Belly or Susanna, but his jaw is tight, his eyes red. Then there's a key shot where Belly drops a box full of old photographs. They scatter on the floor. Among them, a beach photo of the 3 of them, her, Conrad, and Jeremiah, laughing together like nothing ever changed. That image lingers in the mind, reminding viewers that what once was easy, pure, and perfect, is now fractured. With every frame of the leaked "The Summer I Turned Pretty" 2026 trailer dissected by fans, the internet is buzzing with questions, and some of the theories are just as dramatic as the story itself. But what if some of them are true? The trailer may have teased a wedding, a reunion, and unresolved emotions, but beneath all that, it's what's not shown that has people talking. And now, we're diving into the most intense theories, starting with the one that's shaking the fandom to its core. Theory 1: the wedding doesn't happen. Yes, the biggest reveal from the trailer is that Belly and Conrad are engaged, but eagle-eyed fans noticed something strange. Despite all the wedding talk, there are no clear shots of a ceremony, no guests dressed for a formal event, and no wedding venue. Everything shown is pre-wedding, fittings, discussions, and planning. The last line of the trailer, "So when's the wedding?" is followed by silence, then darkness. Suspicious, right? One theory suggests the entire movie builds up to the wedding, that never happens. Belly, torn between her loyalty to Conrad and the feelings she's tried to bury for Jeremiah, calls it off at the last moment. Not to run away with Jeremiah, but to finally choose herself. To stop being the girl stuck between two brothers, and start living her own story. Theory 2, Jeremiah's happy relationship is a lie. In the trailer, Jeremiah appears to have moved on. He's shown laughing with a new love interest, smiling at dinner parties, even getting flirty on camera. But some fans believe this relationship is just a front, a performance to convince others, and himself, that he's over Belly. A key moment in the trailer shows Jeremiah looking directly into a mirror and whispering, "You're okay. You're okay." But his expression says otherwise. There's even a theory that Jeremiah never stopped loving Belly, that he came to the cousins' reunion to stop the wedding. That he's been waiting for a sign, any sign, that Belly still feels the same. And the moment she hesitates before announcing the engagement? That might be his chance. Theory 3, Susanna's letter wasn't just for Belly. Now this one is wild, and if true, changes everything. Some fans believe Susanna wrote multiple letters before she passed away, not just one for Belly, but one for each of her sons. And while Belly's letter has a message about choosing love without losing yourself, Conrad's letter, allegedly revealed in a brief flash in the trailer, might have a very different message. A blurry scene shows Conrad reading a second letter, not Belly's. His expression changes. Shocked. Some believe Susanna warned Conrad about pushing too hard, too fast. That she feared Belly would say yes to a life she wasn't ready for, out of guilt or confusion. In this theory, Susanna urges Conrad to love Belly, but not try to own her future. And this, fans say, is why Conrad starts questioning the wedding, too. Theory 4, a major character betrays Belly. The leaked trailer confirms what many had speculated: The Summer I Turned Pretty, 2026, takes us years into the future. We're no longer in high school summers or quiet university dorms. This is adulthood now, and with it comes the weight of real decisions. Belly is in her mid-20s. Conrad, a practicing doctor. Jeremiah, a local celebrity chef with a growing social media following. But despite their outward successes, the core conflict remains, the love they all shared, and lost, at Cousins Beach. The leak outlines that the movie starts roughly 3 years after Paris. Belly and Conrad attempted a long-distance relationship while she finished school in Europe, but things weren't perfect. It wasn't a fairy tale. There were doubts. Missed calls. Letters unsent. Moments when both considered walking away. One of the most intriguing details revealed is that Belly never read Susanna's final letter, not fully. The trailer hints at this with a scene where she finally opens the envelope after all these years. Her hands shake as she unfolds the paper. We don't hear the full content, but the voiceover offers a single line from Susanna: "If love asks you to forget who you are, it's not love." That line hits hard. And it sets the tone for what follows. This isn't just a romance film anymore, it's a story about identity. Belly is no longer the girl caught between two brothers. She's now a woman with her own choices, her own regrets, and her own secrets. Yes, secrets. The trailer reveals hints that Belly may have been reconnecting with Jeremiah through messages, long before Conrad found out. Not romantically. Not obviously. But enough to cast shadows on her so-called perfect relationship. We see a quick sequence in the trailer, Belly deleting messages. A photo of her and Jeremiah from the past, stored in a locked album. Then, silence, followed by her whispering, "I thought I was over it." This is where things start to unravel. On Conrad's side, he's deeply in love, but completely unaware of the cracks beneath the surface. He's busy building a life. He talks about buying a house, planning a small ceremony by the ocean. There's a line in the trailer that caught everyone off guard, Conrad saying, "This time, I'm going to make it right." The question is, make what right? Was it his past mistakes? Or is he starting to feel belly slipping through his fingers again? Meanwhile, Jeremiah's scenes in the trailer are surprisingly intimate. He's not the same carefree guy we saw in earlier seasons. He's quieter now. Wiser. But there's sadness in his eyes, especially when he's alone. A quick shot shows him watching Belly from across the room at a party, unnoticed. Another shows him standing at the pier, alone, revisiting the old dock where they once kissed. Then, the trailer drops a bombshell, a heated exchange between Taylor and Belly. Taylor, Belly's longtime friend, confronts her about the engagement and what she's hiding. Her line, "You don't have tea,"